Welcome to Pages of the Multiverse, where every universe has a story. Here, we dive into the hidden corners of Marvel and DC Comics, exploring alternate realities, forgotten timelines, and the countless versions of your favorite heroes and villains. In this video, we will dive into the story from Marvel What If, where all members of the Fantastic Four gained the same powers. In Marvel's What If issue 11, the Watcher observes on different worlds where the Fantastic Four's origin takes a dramatic turn when all four members, Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Ben Grimm, and Johnny Storm, are affected by cosmic rays in the exact same way. Instead of each developing unique abilities, they all gain the same powers. On Earth-9031, the team all gain the ability to engulf their bodies in flames and fly. As the team escape from their crashed rocket ship, Johnny Storm is the first member to be engulfed in flames. His sister Sue begins to panic as she watches her brother burn in front of her. But seconds later, Sue, Reed, and Ben all start to feel a burning sensation, and all members become walking, talking, and flying human torches. With their powers, they become the Fantastic Four. Their coordinated flame attacks allow them to defeat enemies like Moleman and his army of underground monsters and the invading Skrulls with unprecedented efficiency. Sometime later, the villain Miracle Man makes plans to ruin the Fantastic Four. During a live television broadcast, Johnny Storm watches as the Miracle Man brings to life a movie monsters model and sees it attacking members of the public. The flamed-powered Fantastic Fours fly out to the monster's location and start to battle it in a derelict neighborhood. Unbeknownst to them, a little girl was in one of the abandoned buildings. During the battle, their combined flame output triggers a massive blaze in a nearby derelict building. The little girl is now trapped in the building surrounded by fire. The fire service arrives to start putting out the fires. The mother of the little girl arrives on the scene looking for her daughter. She tells the firefighters that her daughter was in one of the buildings, and the fire chief sends in one of his men to try and find her. The Fantastic Fours were able to defeat the Miracle Man and handed him over to the police. One of the police officers tells the heroes that they need to get over to the buildings that were on fire as the firefighters need help to put out the fires. Reed Richards, Ben Grimm, and Johnny Storm combine their powers to absorb the flames into their bodies, while Sue Storm goes into the buildings to look for survivors. She comes across one of the firefighters holding the body of the little girl. Sue Storm is stricken with shock and grief as she was too late to save the little girl. She flies down carrying the firefighter and the little girl, to the shock of the girl's mother. She blames the Fantastic Fours for killing her daughter, which deeply affects Susan Storm in a heartbreaking moment. After the tragic event, the team disbanded, leading all members to go their own way. Reed Richards buries himself in scientific research, convinced that he should never have led the mission that created them. Ben, desperate to make amends and still driven to protect others, accepts a position with the Avengers, continuing his superhero career under the mantle of the Human Torch. Johnny, unable to face the public backlash or his own shame, walks away from the superhero life entirely, becoming a professional race car driver, channeling his need for speed into something more grounded. But it's Sue who carries the deepest wound. Haunted by the loss of the child and unable to forgive herself, Sue withdraws completely from the public eye. She finds no comfort in fame, science, or action. Instead, she devotes her life to spiritual service, seeking redemption by becoming a nun. It's not an escape, but a commitment to something quieter, more personal, a life of reflection, penance, and prayer. However, due to the events on this Earth, Johnny Storm never found Namor, who had amnesia, which led to the Avengers finding Captain America buried in the ice. But here it never happened. Thanks for watching. If you love multiverse stories, subscribe for new videos every week. Right here on Pages of the Multiverse.